Hi, I'm Small, and with me I have my special co-host.
Tall.
And together we make
Mediumz.
Since we last talked to you, we have realized a lot about the world and one another, and we are here to explain the world as best we can. We will dive into how our weeks were, what's coming up, and just chitter chatter, but in high regard. No matter how bad your day is, you can always make it better, and that is a testament to today. I had some bad news because the teacher was being unfair, but I tried my best to level the playing field. What I realized the past couple of days is that self-improvement is an I statement. You can help you out a lot. You can be inspired. You can do all these things, but other people can't make you do it. It all starts with I did it. That is something that I realized today and this week. Abby, what did you realize?
I realized, when you're trying to navigate confrontation, I think people put a lot of emphasis on using I statements instead of you statements. And I think we should just subvert that whole thing and just go straight to the you statements. I realized that things that grow on your face, they grow so they can go away as well. And that applies to a lot of things.
What? You say you don't like my beard?
No, I'm not talking about beards right now. Oh my gosh. If I were to grow a beard, I would grow the best beard in the world.
No, you wouldn't. How would you do it?
I think like yours.
Okay.
Yeah, I respect that kind of beardage.
But what grows on your face? Why are you handing it back? What grows on your face? You said what grows on your face doesn't deserve to be there.
No. I was saying what grows on your face grows so it can go away.
Like a pimple?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. There's no metaphor to this.
I don't know, that's your choice.
Okay, Abby, lately, since I've been taking my physical therapy more seriously, I keep this journal underneath and I write in it every day. Didn't write in it today because circumstances happened. But in my last writings, I was writing a lot of... I have a scattered brain, so they're all scattered thoughts. So I wrote a lot. And from it, I started writing about my book, my diary, my memoirs. And so when I first got to this school, I'm a transfer student, and there was this lady who was helping me out. And I told her that I was going to write a self-help book for transfer students. And I never got a chance to write it because halfway through my journey at UT, I felt I failed myself. How can I write a journal and tell someone, I failed this class 3 times, you should learn from me, right? That doesn't sound right. But the more I thought about it, I am the perfect example because I learned all the hard lessons so you don't have to. And so I was going to title it Days at UT, a documentary, maybe clean it up a bit more. I started my time here with a proposition from the rowing team. I couldn't swim, so I started my own team. I didn't notice that I dropped the L when typing the email, but I got a lot of responses. There was for flag football, there were teams that you could join, but there's also all the free agents. And so what I did in my apartment is I compiled every single person on the free agency list, all the emails, put them all into email and said, hi, my name is Rune Navalis and I am starting a team. Would you like to join? And that's what I wrote. And I was like, you just got to send the email. Don't think about it, just send it. Don't think about it, just send it. And I sent it and I forgot the L. And so I got some people back what are you trying to say? And I was like, I can't believe I dropped the L. Caught an L that day. But they all know me as the kid that can't type emails. But I was the captain of that team. I met a lot of great people. I met a lot of great people. We went really far. We made it to the playoffs. A group of misfits made it to the playoffs. We kept that football team for 2 years, 2 seasons, and spun off. I helped spin off a softball team too, and a basketball team. So I was captain of all those. And then I got injured, and then I never did that again. But I was very proud that I helped build that. All from free agents. I didn't know any of these people. And that was kind of the fun of it. Like, I don't know any of these people. They're all from different walks of life. And very first time we'd ever have like tryouts. We didn't have tryouts, but like first time we'd meet, there'd be like 40 kids. And then they'd see like who we all were, and a lot of them would drop, which is kind of funny. That was a lot of fun doing all that. And now writing my book on how to be a UT student. That was one thing I was trying to remember. You can if you'd like. You want to do that right now? Do you want me to pause it? Okay.
I asked Reno if I could read a passage from his journal out loud. I mean, maybe... Should I read the part that I wrote first?
You can do it whatever you want. I mean, this is your bit.
I'll read the part that I
You're
wrote
gonna mansplain this to me.
first. Yeah. Mansplaining the written word. God. Listen to Romance, etc. That's all I'm gonna say. Book Reno has to read. Person on deathbed. Thoughts became book. Huh. Air filters clean dirt from the air. I have the dirtiest air filter in my apartment, and it makes everything dusty, and dust reminds me of sin. I thought about playing Lil Uzi on the way to Scoop Reno, but that was kind of overwhelming. The line between venting and asking for support is so fine it eludes me entirely. So that's what I wrote at 4:20 2 weeks ago. About the line that separates venting and asking for support, I think people can be a little overambitious and jump that line a lot when they should just really stay in their designated territory. So that can be frustrating.
What is your territory?
But I feel like there are always good intentions behind people reaching out, period. Whether it's to listen or whether it's to offer support. And we should remember that more often. The good intentions. I'm not going to read any more of Reno's journal because that's too personal.
No, it's not. That's just how I am. I'm just a very interesting person. Not a lot of substance. I feel like my life's bubbles, full of air that pops. They look cool, but there's really not much there.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. I think you're one of those mysterious objects where you don't know what's inside and you have to crack it open. And you could find like a load of scorpions, or you could find like, I don't know, toffee. Depends on the day, right?
So today, what did you find?
Something neutral. Neutral good. What's neutral good on that chart? Neutral good, like, I don't know. Jam. Strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam? Can I be margarine?
Yeah, I guess.
Ooh, a marmalade. So, Abby, this week, what really grinded your gears?
My roommate has this thing where she keeps containers of food like after they're finished and washes them out in the sink.
Okay.
And I guess keeps them. And so she's done this with like marinara sauce jars and like, you know, glass jars, things that are more understandable that you would reuse.
Okay.
But this week she was cleaning out her butter container.
She has a container for butter.
Right, and I guess she finished the butter.
Okay.
And so the container was sitting in the sink for about 24 hours. And I was like, sister, like, if you're gonna use this butter container, that's fine. That's none of my business. But get it out of the sink. What did Joseph do that bothered you this week?
My roommate Joseph was too nice to me this week. He was too caring, and I was like, you don't have to check in on me so much, but I appreciate it. I'm not that injured.
That's sweet.
That's about it. That and he. Oh man, after we had sushi, he couldn't drive for a minute. He had the itis pretty bad. Now my roommate and I have a good, strong relationship. We don't really like we'll make each other upset, but not too much. It's more in a, I shouldn't say upset. We razz each other. Abby, what dreams do you and I share?
I think that we share the same dream of fortitude and that was intense. That's a radical sneeze. Fortitude, fullness, and greatness. Manifesting that in our future dream. Dream brother, future dream, no dreams.
I would say we do share all those wonderful traits. We also share the will or the drive to better ourselves and the ones around us, no matter how long or how hard we have to do it. We're the spark in their lives. Abby, what's been influencing this week?
Influencing me?
Prosecco! Oh my gosh!
I haven't had Prosecco since before Halloween. Paloma's birthday? Maybe the week before Halloween. Anyway, I think like I don't know what's been influencing me. I don't really know what happened the past 6 days.
Wow.
I think
Wait, okay. So I saw you Tuesday night.
Solitude?
What happened to you Wednesday? What'd you do Wednesday?
Wednesday
it
was
was Radio Day.
Radio Day.
Yeah, what'd you do Radio Day? Was that a good or bad day?
Radio Day is always good. What did I do? I feel like I did something. Where did I go? Wednesday. I don't know. I'm going nowhere with this one. Gotta fix that.
All right, Abby. I've been keeping. So this is my journal where I write all my thoughts in, but this is where I write my good ideas.
Okay.
This is like nuggets.
Yeah.
And so I have a friend all the way in Athens, Ohio. She's a wonderful artist. And I've contacted her to make me 2 8x10 like pieces of art. And so I had the idea of she's going to make silhouettes of me and like horses, and she's going to line work them over collages. And so I was wondering, what were some great ideas you had this week? Or creative thoughts, either or.
I feel like that Facebook Marketplace user that everyone hates. I submitted an offer on a 1960s acoustic guitar, and he was like, all right, it's yours, like come pick it up. And then I just left him on red. I feel like that was my one good idea I had this week, and I let it go.
Recontact him.
I know, but I just feel like the logistics of all of that kind of stresses me out. And I think I'm gonna go home this week, and my father has a lot of instruments, a lot of guitars.
Okay.
I think I'll just take some time with one, and if I connect with this stringed instrument, then I'll go for it. But I haven't really entered the realm of like string instruments. Acoustic? What is the word? Is it string? It's not percussion, it's a drum.
It's now woodwind.
Yeah.
You're correct in saying stringed instruments.
Yeah. Because I'm a piano girl.
Violin.
Yeah, that realm. I only know how to play piano. And so we're gonna see where that takes us.
Do you have any rhythm?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I need that for guitar.
What did you continue to return to this week? What pulled you back? What was tethering you?
Those are two different things.
No.
Yeah. What was bringing me back and what's tethering me?
Well,
so those are two different ideas.
What were you returning to?
Okay.
Yeah.
I kept returning to the idea of home over and over, and it finally clicked that this place, as much as sometimes I don't want it to be, this is home. The city of Austin is my home. I have to say that and make it my place. Even though I don't really know much about Austin since I haven't really explored it. Since I have to spend so much time in my bed and in this room and not go stir crazy, I've had to I've had to imagine my room and how it is and try to think, why is it the way it is? Like, I've never spent this much time on my floor before, and now I get to lay on my floor. I guess, yeah, my shag carpet, and I get to stare at all these things that a lot of my guests come in and they're so taken back by all the things on my wall, and I guess I've just been in this cocoon for so long, I just didn't really think about all the things that influence me, all the things that are on my wall that I do look at every day. Never really took time to appreciate it. So I've been thinking about that. I've also been thinking about how I have my windows open and just staring at all my neighbors and just thinking that these are my neighbors, this is my home. And I've just been reconnecting with that. 3208 Duval Street is home. That's what I've been returning to. And I've been visiting my old home back in Salinas, California, mentally in my head a lot as well. Where have you been returning?
That's good. I've been returning to... Okay, I keep thinking, what would 5 years ago Abby be thinking now?
You're different than that.
But I feel like everything I do now, this is what I keep returning to. Everything that I'm doing right now, I do for 17, 16-year-old Abby.
Why'd you say 5 years ago?
Because when I was junior, senior in high school, I felt like...
5 years ago. I keep this on my desktop. This is who I...
What is that?
This is the very first mixtape I ever made.
Oh my god.
This is how I wanted to get out of Salinas, and this is how I express myself.
Is that your picture?
That's me.
That's you?
That is me in my backyard.
That's you.
That is me.
5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
When you were 19?
In August, yeah. That's who I do all this for. That kid.
Yeah. Right? Angel number. Angel number right now, 555. Yeah.
5555. Look at that.
Yeah. I feel like everything we do for 5 years ago, self.
Time is a flat circle.
Like, if 16-year-old Abby knew what I'm up to right now, I think I'd be so proud. And I want to keep it that way. But, it's not all pride, too, though. And so...
5-year-old me would be understanding of where I'm at.
Yeah.
He'd be pretty shocked, too, of all the stories I tell him.
Yeah.
I think he'd be sad that I don't drink as many Arizonas as I used to. Those are Arizona iced teas.
I don't know what you do with all that sugar.
It's funny, I think about, man, back then, I was really focused on things. And I think, oh no, I was just on a sugar rush. I used to drink 3 of those a day.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Pasta and Arizona is all I needed. I'm a true American, born and raised, red-blooded. Where's my list? All right, Abby. how are we improving? What are you improving on?
My patience levels.
How?
By going slower, moving slower. I'm trying to improve my tendency to go crazy starting at like 6 a.m. So this weekend I woke up, this was either Saturday or Sunday. I woke up, it was 6 a.m. and I was like, you just go back to bed. Like, don't do this right now. Like, calm down. So I'm improving on my stress levels by trying to get myself to like take a step back, see the bigger picture, and calm down. Like, sometimes you have to remind yourself that you're not going to die right now. And I don't know, maybe it's a me thing. I just feel like it's too easy to remind yourself that you're going to die right now, when that's not reality. What are you improving on, and why, and how?
I'm improving on my ability to let go. I'm improving on, how am I improving on that? By looking inwards, not outwards, and not really caring about other people as much as I did. Especially now having to mostly go through my entire surgery process, mostly by myself, with the help of just you and Joseph. I've learned I don't really need anyone else. And you weren't here for a week. I was fine. I don't need anyone else, as sad as that is to say. So I've been working on that, and what is it, like learning to be with myself. I've also been improving on my self-love and self-confidence, because I haven't felt confident in a long time since I tore my leg up. I haven't really felt able to be confident, because I feel like I can't even move. Like I couldn't even do jumping jacks. Just simple things. So now I'm able to, I'm not right now, but I will be, and I can already feel that. And I've already noticed a change in my personality, my outward look on life. I haven't been this happy in years.
Wow.
Like I'm making music again. Haven't really felt the need to make music in a long time. It's been a lot of fun.
Wow.
I've been taking requests from my friends and just turning their little ideas into songs, which has been fun.
That's so good.
Thanks, Abby.
I don't know, like, I feel like you care so much. And I've told you this a million times. Everything that you give away to others, you just like need to take it back for yourself and focus on your garden instead of trimming other people's plants. He's really going through it right now.
Allergies. Abby, what are you allergic to? Because the only thing I'm allergic to is losing.
Shame, guilt, all those emotions that are on like the lower tiers of consciousness. I'm allergic to all of that. Anaphylactic shock AF.
God bless you.
Do you think you need some Dayquil? Yesterday I was at CVS and I was like,
items.
to get some items, and I was like, why is it about to charge me $40? And then I looked and it was like Dayquil, $20. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. And it was because I got the 50 pack, which I should have noticed for myself. Poor Joseph. Oh, he's okay. I think one of the most difficult, and I acknowledge my privilege in saying this, one of the most difficult parts of the pandemic has been wondering if you have the coronavirus or not. And so it's like, okay, this recurring narrative you have in your head. Mm-hmm. Do I have the coronavirus or do I just blank? Right?
What? What would the blank be?
Exactly, that's what I'm asking you.
You'd have it.
Do I have it or
do I not have it?
Or do I have this alternative thing that's causing these similar ailments?
I see what you're saying.
Right. So what is that thing for you?
What was that thing for me? Yeah. Oh, that's easy. It was In-N-Out burgers with chilies.
There you go.
Because I had that, and then I had the runs the next morning.
Yeah, and then you drive the coronavirus?
And I told my boss, and he was like, just stay home. And I was like, I know what it was, but I'll just tell him, and he'll figure it out. He'll infer what he wants.
Yeah.
And then it's like, wow, now I have 3 days off, and I can actually work on all my school projects. So, go me.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into Mediumz this week. We hope you get to realize a vision that has been eluding you for too long. You shape the world around you, invite in some much-needed warmth as it's getting colder and colder this winter. You keep moving, stay dreaming, and find happiness. Our advice this week is to try and reach out to an old friend you haven't talked to in a while and write down every thought that you have. You never know what could be used in your movie script. Next week, Abs and I will go parasailing in the Caribbean in hopes of finding the lost city of El Dorado. Stay tuned, because coming up next, we have a brand new thrilling episode of Romance Etc., where Abby will spin plates, talk to sharks, win the lotto, and find the cure for the common cold.
Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together, and be joyous. But let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.